Most of us don't think twice about using an ATM. You walk up, insert your card, type in your PIN, and within seconds, cash appears. It feels simple, almost effortless. But behind that simple moment is a complex network of machines, communication systems, and logistics infrastructure working together in real time. So how does an ATM actually work, and how does it know whether you have money in your account? Let's start with what happens the moment you insert your card. When you slide your card into the machine, the ATM reads the information stored on the card's magnetic strip or chip. This includes your account number and banking details. At the same time, you enter your PIN. That PIN is not stored in the ATM. Instead, it's encrypted and sent securely through a network to your bank for verification. And this is where the process becomes much more complex. The ATM itself doesn't actually decide whether you can withdraw money. It's just a terminal, a device that connects you to a much larger system. Once you enter your PIN and request a withdrawal, the ATM sends a message through a financial network. This message travels to your bank's servers, often through multiple systems along the way. Within seconds, your bank checks your account balance. If the funds are available, it sends an approval back to the ATM. If not, the transaction is declined. All of this happens in just a few seconds, faster than most people realize. But the speed is only possible because of the infrastructure behind it. Banks operate large data centers, filled with servers that process millions of transactions every day. These systems must be available at all times. Because ATMs don't just operate during business hours, they operate 24 hours a day. If the system goes down, thousands of machines could stop working instantly. So banks build redundancy into their networks. Multiple servers, backup systems, and failover mechanisms ensure that transactions continue even if something fails. But verifying your balance is only part of the process. The ATM also has to physically dispense the cash. Inside the machine are secure compartments that store stacks of banknotes. These notes are organized in cartridges, each holding a specific denomination. When your transaction is approved, the ATM activates its internal mechanism. Rollers and sensors pull the correct number of bills from the cartridge. The machine counts them, checks for errors, and prepares them for dispensing. Then, the cash is pushed through the slot for you to collect. It feels simple, but inside the machine, multiple systems are working together to ensure accuracy. Because if the machine makes a mistake, it has to be able to detect and correct it. Now here's something most people don't think about. Where does the cash inside the ATM come from? ATMs don't generate money, they need to be refilled regularly. And that's where another layer of infrastructure comes in. Cash is transported to ATMs using armored trucks. These vehicles carry large amounts of money between banks, vaults, and ATM locations. Inside these trucks are secure compartments designed to protect the cash. The drivers and crew follow strict procedures to ensure safety during transport. Once they arrive, the ATM is opened and the cash cartridges are replaced or refilled. This process happens on a regular schedule, depending on how frequently the machine is used. Busy ATMs may need to be refilled every few days, others may only need servicing once a week. Behind the scenes, banks track ATM usage patterns to determine when machines need to be restocked. It's a logistical system that ensures cash is available where it's needed. But cash handling is only part of the story. Security is another major component of ATM infrastructure. ATMs handle sensitive financial information and physical cash, making them a target for fraud and theft. To protect against this, multiple layers of security are built into the system. Transactions are encrypted to prevent interception. PIN numbers are never stored in plain form. Machines are equipped with sensors to detect tampering, and surveillance cameras monitor activity around the ATM. Even the physical design of the machine is built to resist break-ins. All of these systems work together to keep transactions secure, and yet, for the user, the process feels incredibly simple. Insert card, enter PIN, take cash. But behind that simplicity is a system that connects your bank account, global financial networks, secure data centers, physical cash logistics, and real-time communication systems, all working together in seconds. It's a perfect example of how modern infrastructure hides complexity behind simple experiences, and ATMs are just one part of a much larger financial system. Every digital payment, every bank transfer, every card transaction relies on similar networks. So the next time you withdraw cash, it's worth remembering what's happening behind the scenes, because that small machine on the sidewalk is connected to a global system processing millions of transactions every second. And somehow, it all works fast enough that you barely notice. Also, it's probably one of the few machines where people still panic if it takes more than 3 seconds. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to Hidden Infrastructure of the World. Also, comment down below what hidden infrastructure you want to see next. See you in the next video.